Today we are beginning our EA College Football 25 no money spent, fellas. And today we are jumping into season 2 with an absolute raw silver squad with no pre-order packs, nothing. And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna show you guys how to get this dub and hopefully take this silver team and go 10-0 in gauntlet before the end of season 2. So I'm super excited to jump in and do my take on this with two main goals. One is to bring you guys along with the journey of no money spent, and two is to show you guys that you can absolutely go 10-0 without spending any money in this game. In this episode, guys, we're going to be taking you guys what just one day of grinding can do for you, starting from absolutely nothing in the game if you jumped into season 2 right now, to what your squad could look like by just a few hours of grinding. And the goal of this video is to give you the 5 things you need to be taking care of right away as you jump into EA College Football 25 if you're doing no money spent or you've never experienced it before. But the first thing you want to do, guys, you want to go into the solo challenges and do the Ultimate Team 101 and the 201. But guys, there's a tip here: just do the offensive challenges. You don't want to be spending your time doing the defensive challenges. Those are a little bit hard and they take a little bit too long to complete, especially if you have a raw team. So just go and do the offensive ones. They should be a little bit easier to complete and should be getting you on your way to get some coins. Next thing you want to do, guys, is go in there and do the offensive scheme, offensive playbook challenges. You're gonna be getting playbooks from these challenges as you complete the entire set. So make sure you go in there, guys, you grind out the sets for these playbooks, and I will be telling you after I grind a little bit what playbooks you should be choosing.
A few moments later.
After grinding for a little bit, guys, and going through these playbooks, guys, you're gonna go into the multiple O playbooks. There you want to pick some of the best teams that have the best playbooks that are going for the most price in EA College Football, because you're going to sell all of these. You don't want to keep a good playbook for yourself right now. It honestly does not matter. I don't care how good of a playbook you freaking have, you're gonna freaking lose anyway. So just go in there, quick sell some stuff, and then that's going to lead us to point number 3. The playbooks you want to choose are, in the multiple O, guys, you want to choose the Alabama playbook. That is one of the best playbooks in the game. I mean, you could also go, some could argue the UNLV playbook goes for some good money, but for me, it's the Alabama playbook. So go in there, pick the Alabama playbook. It should be going for some decent cash right now. Next, when you go to the pro style playbook, guys, in that pack, once you complete those missions and challenges, go in there and pick the Georgia Bulldogs offensive playbook. Some would argue the Michigan one is pretty decent for price. It was at one point in time. I don't know where it's at right now, but this Georgia one is doing pretty good. Right now, it's going for about 7K coins at the time of recording, guys. So go in there, pick the Georgia Bulldogs offensive playbook if you're doing that one as well. Then you're gonna go to the spread team playbook. Spread is the biggest type of offense in EA College Football, so there is a ton of teams in this package. But guys, honestly, there's not a lot of, playbooks that are worth a whole ton right now. But the one playbook that I know is worth some money is the Oregon playbook. You want to go in there, pick the Oregon playbook. It's going for some pretty good coins. As you can see, time of recording, fellas, over 10K coins. The last one sold 17 minutes ago was 17K in coins. Go in there, sell this playbook. I'm telling you, it's not gonna make a difference for you. Your team is ass. It's not gonna help. Air Raid, guys, there's a few other playbooks in there. Air Raid, the triple option, the veer and shoot. Just go in there, toy around with, see their auction prices. Make sure that you make the right choice. If you want to, make it a little bit quicker, usually the better teams or the unique playbooks that you already know have a more higher price point. For the Air Raid, I went for like USC. I mean, there's Miami. There's a bunch of other different teams you can probably go with, but I didn't do as much research for those. I just knew the big ones that I know are worth a ton from selling them on the auction. We're gonna go into our first coin making method for no money spent. What you're gonna do, guys, is you're gonna go to the team store. There, you're gonna be opened with a orientation pack. As you can see, I get offered an orientation pack. I could have done this right away before, as I was doing my challenges, and had some 72 overalls on my team, but I decided not to. So it's clearly possible to go through the entire offensive playbooks. It's clearly possible to go through all the offensive challenges on 101 and 201 with an absolutely raw silver squad. So don't be worried about that. But then go in there, you can buy the orientation playbooks. That should give you 8 upgrades to the team, which is nice. Then we're gonna open up the daily recruit pack. Never forget to do your daily recruit packs, guys, especially if you're no money spent. You gotta go in there and you gotta get those out of the way. As you can see, I forgot to put the Alabama playbook when I was going through the multiple O playbooks and selling it, but there it is, 10K for the Alabama playbook. That is gonna be some nasty cash that's gonna help us go into our coin making method, which is gonna be in the store, and we're gonna be using coins for the coin making method. I know a lot of them use like training and stuff like that. No, for this one, we're gonna use straight up coins and we're gonna make coins in return. And it is the team pack method. if you're telling me that the fucking team pack does not work, dude, go shove yourself in a freaking hole. Everyone's like, oh, this method doesn't work. This method's outdated. Shut the front door. This method is still the best method out there. I don't care what anyone tells you. Go in there and do the team pack method. You need one solid pack rip out of like 20 different cards that you need to put in the auction, and you get one solid card, the rest are profit. I guarantee you that. I jump in here, guys, and in this recording, you can see I jump in there, do a couple pack rips, and I get the Oregon freaking unis. Those are going for like about 7K. You get like 2 of those, and you have about 20 things in the auction. You already made your money back. Every time you go into the team pack and you rip them, any uniform under like 1,000, I'll just quick sell because it's not worth trying to sell. And any stadium or playbook under 1,500, I just quick sell as well. So that's got to be 1,500 on up, and I'll put it in this auction store, because then you're making some money back and you're gonna be just fine. But if you were to just get an absolute terrible team pack, what, quick sell everything, 2,500. So you're basically only losing 1,000 every time you rip a team pack, which is amazing odds for this. So let's say you rip 20 packs, lose on all of them, you're only out 20K coins. If you keep ripping and you get one solid freaking uniform, one solid playbook, dude, you're back. I saw what those playbooks were going for: the Georgia offense, Alabama offense, the Oregon offense, things like that, guys. That's how you make your money with this method. For those that say that doesn't work, I freaking hate you, because it does work. I have a video on it on the channel as well, so go check it out if you want a more in-depth guide, guys. But that is tip number 3 of what you should do day 1 as you're jumping in, because this method should be cooking in the background as you're completing solo challenges. So every time you go and do challenges, every time you do a solo battle, every time you go and do solo season, you're playing online head-to-head, have this shit cooking in the background. Go and make sure that your auction house is full of 20 items, have those selling in the background, and then you're making additional coins by completing challenges, completing field pass, and getting coins from just from the stats that you're getting from each game. But I've digressed, boys, and if you're enjoying any of this content, guys, and you guys want to follow me to the end of this journey, guys, make sure you like this video so I know you like this kind of content, and consider subscribing to the channel, because over 98% of you are not even subscribed to the channel, but you're watching my videos, which I really appreciate, guys. But that kind of negates you from being in the giveaway that I'm going to be doing at 5K subs. But for this video, guys, just comment down below, what's your favorite Ultimate Team card so far? There's been a lot of legends being put in the game. Tim Tebow was pretty solid. Quinn Ewers was pretty solid. If you have not checked out those videos and those debuts, check them out at the end of this video. But guys, there's a ton of nice cards. Obviously, this Tavon Austin just came out. The Territorial McMillan, I want to try that one out as well. But let me know in the comments which one has been your favorite so far. The next thing you want to do, guys, is after you go in there, you rip all these challenges, you put some stuff in the store, you sell all the good stuff from this coin making method. I'm gonna go ahead and go and rip some packs that I have been cooking. First thing I noticed that I have cooking in there is a season 2 welcome pack, where you get a Hassan Franks, which is already an upgrade at cornerback on my team, which is huge. Again, we started from an absolutely silver squad, and the goal is to have a better team at the end of this. We pick our college football kickoff team of the week stuff. Strategy, I go ahead and sell that for 9K. I'm not going to hold on to strategy. Again, it does not make a difference. Strategy, playbook, all that BS does not make a difference if your team's full of absolute raw dogs. So make sure that you go and change that out. You go and quick sell everything you possibly can for coins. We go through, we also, through the field pass, got to an 80 overall binded player, or some of the challenges. We get this 80 overall binded player. We get a Max Crosby, which is an upgrade at our right end position. But you can see our team is still absolutely raw. But to be honest, it's only been about an hour of gameplay, so this is not terrible. We're going to continue and go and rip some more packs. But after ripping a few of those packs, guys, we obviously got an upgrade, an 81 Hassan, and then we got a right end Max Crosby. But other than that, we're going to try to jump into the Big Ten regular season. And as you can see, guys, it was a huge mistake. We get absolutely curb stomped by USC, despite it being against the CPU. Our team is just too raw. So we were definitely not ready to do what we were going to try to do next. And the plan was to go in here and go and play an online head-to-head game. Guys, you're going to notice real quickly it was a big mistake, but to prepare for that, I was going to go and buy some guys at some key positions. So I bought, Miller Moss, USC quarterback for legal reasons, 80 overall, had some coins to spend, very cheap. Went and put him at my quarterback position, got a receiver. Now I also got a halfback in CJ2K, and then I got a receiver in Darrell Green, and then a safety, and then another corner to help me out on both ends. So I had a safety, I had 2 corners that were 80 overalls, had a quarterback and a running back and a receiver. So try to put 80 overalls at the most critical positions, and then we went ahead and made a huge mistake and jumped into an online head-to-head team thinking that we were going to do pretty good. But you're going to notice that does not even fucking matter when you jump online head to head with a team that's actually got, it wasn't that great of a team, but guys, absolutely curb stomped us. We were able to do some damage, which is kind of hopeful. I mean, I felt pretty good about my skills. I'm like, dude, if I was able to score on this guy with this raw of a team, this guy was not that great of the team. He just had a way better team. But, you know, shout out, he had Arizona. He absolutely curb stomped me by 30 points, being 51-21. Huge mistake by my part. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped in. But hey, we were able to go in and unlock another thing for the field pass, and that is an 83 overall account binded card. And we were able to go in there, guys, and look at that. We got one, we got two left. We got 2 linemen and 1 right end, and we did have an 80 overall at right end. Left tackle is probably the more critical position, so we went and got this left tackle on our team, went back, did some more team pack, you know, coin making method stuff before we go and do some solo seasons. Now we had finally a team to go do solo seasons, and look at this, guys. We're just out there collecting coins. We're already at about 40,000 coins by just jumping in here and doing a quick coin making method. Tell me it doesn't fucking work right now, dude. We are already up to 50K in just one day of doing this method. Couple hours actually of this method. So tell me this method does not work. Please tell me it doesn't. So the final thing, guys, of this video, guys, is that we're going to be able to focus on going to do some solos to rip some more packs. We're going to look at the challenges before we jump in. And after making those 50K coins and quick selling a bunch of stuff, guys, we were able to go and buy our first solid thing. We were able to not only reach level 16 in just a couple hours of grinding, but we were able to jump into the store and buy our season 2 level 15 pack from the store, which are locked packs that you can go unlock at certain levels and go and buy them for quick sell for coins. And usually they turn out to be pretty good, so I would highly recommend doing this, especially if you're in no money spent. These usually turn out to be pretty good. And as you can see, boys, we rip an absolute beauty in Devonta Smith, dude. 87 overall Devonta Smith, over 200K coins on the auction house. Obviously, I would go and actually sell it, but I can't. I don't have the option to sell it. So it's an account binded card. We have an 87 overall, absolute dog. We got another left tackle, so we're gonna have to move the left tackle we got previously, move that guy over, and then we're gonna have wide receiver Devonta Smith on there as well. Dog. Then we start focusing on challenges. Guys, we did a couple challenges. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna start horsing some of these things out. Obviously, the Legends Once Upon a Time was gonna be a good one. We go in there and do some solo challenges with the Roger Staubach. So quick, so easy, so nice when you actually have good players in there. So as soon as you can get some decent players to crank out even more challenges, I would highly recommend this. Devonta Smith made the throwing one so much easier, which was huge. And then we were able to jump in, and then we were gonna try one last solo seasons against the Charlotte 49ers. And you can tell it is a world of difference with Devonta Smith, guys, and the few upgrades that I made to the team. I got that 80 overall Miller Moss, obviously throwing him the ball, which was huge. I had a straight silver team last time, and you can see it's a huge difference. We were able to rack it up, absolutely destroy the Charlotte 49ers, and routed them 59-3. Devonta Smith having the absolute game of his life against the CPU, don't get me wrong. But guys, he was an absolute dog. 59-3, 8 catches, 520 yards, 7 touchdowns. That alone should be helping us with a ton of seasonal challenges and milestones that are going to help us get more packs. And it sure as hell did. We sold coins, we got more packs. We got 11 unopened packs that we got after just one day of grinding, fellas. We sold more strategy, did the game of the week, and we got a Joe Thomas, Booger McFarland, and a wide receiver that we actually kind of needed us outside of, you know, Darrell Green and obviously the Devonta Smith. So that was huge. All upgrades to the squad. We got an 84 account binded card, and we're absolutely going to take a dog at running back in Omarion Hampton. I did kind of like Isaiah Nair. He's kind of a dog. He's been doing pretty good with, you know, Dylan Raiola, but we do need a running back. That CJ 2K 80 overall is not that great. Plus that 84 overall player should help us with the challenges that are ahead of the season 2. So that's the way I looked at it. And if we're going to do no money spent, we need to crank out challenges. We also got in a season 2 uncommon player fantasy pack where we get 2 picks from the pack, and we were able to pull this 84 Dylan Spencer and 83 right end. Boys, we got some dogs. And then we had another season 2 uncommon pack. Then we picked 2 more guys, middle linebacker Lavani Demuni and safety Cambion Fabukulanen. I don't know how to say it. I'll be honest. But that said, boys, look at the squad. Went from absolutely a silver squad. Just a few hours of grinding. This is what it can do to you. Just a few hours of grinding, guys, going in there, doing some solo challenges, doing the offensive playbooks, selling those. Selling the right ones, by the way. Make sure you sell the right ones, fellas. And taking those coins and going to buying team packs in the store and putting those up for auction to have a nice coin making method as we go back and do some more solo battles. We were able to take this squad from absolutely silver to this, guys, which is a huge upgrade on both sides. Devonta Smith, left tackles. We got a right tackle. We got a, Joe Thomas is thrown in there somewhere. We are missing a tight end, so that's probably our next strategy, and then maybe getting a quarterback that's really, really good. That would be kind of nice. So those are the next targets, guys. Don't forget, we also have some safeties and some other players right outside linebackers that come in with season 2 stuff. So we're gonna be getting those as we crank out the season 2 field pass. And then the defensive side, guys, we got a couple corners, we got 2 safeties, we got 2 middle linebackers, we got a left outside linebacker, and we got 3 defensive linemen, all 80 overalls. So we went from literally a 64 overall, 63, I don't forget what it was, to a 78 overall team in just a couple hours of grinding, guys. That is the first episode. No money spent, guys. Remember, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying, guys. I can't wait to continue to bring this series to one day go 10-0. We are going to still in search of our first online dub, but that is the next goal, guys. And if you guys want to check out the video where I do some of those debuts, check out this video right here. And remember, boys, nice guys finish first, and God bless. Peace.